I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
1st and 10.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Wilson. Finding Gabriel, complete. 30, the 20, 10,
that's how we
all
do it.
the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To
Taylor Gabriel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Jets nothing. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A give to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. He sets up the screen to Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Brought down at the 23.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
His kick
And he's able to put it through.
makes the score Browns 14, Jets nothing. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Rashad Penny on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there out of the running game. 38 yards.
That's the end of the first.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
brought down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he finds Penny. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins.
6-yard line.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Taken down.
And that's frustrating for a defense, because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle. And got his man complete. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Brought him down. No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, it's Bell.
At the 35-yard line. The handoff to Le'Veon.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A gain of 8 and a 1st down. Now he steps away. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Zach Cunningham on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup.
Play action now. Cousins.
At the 45-yard line.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for Le'Veon.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw from his end zone. Wilson going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards there. 1st down. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, Wilson gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On On second down, it's Jones. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Broken tackle. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach half?
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
On the carry. He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
So now it's 3rd and 7. And defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
At the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Bell. Powerful running. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brings up 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, it's Bell, and he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
On the carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now Wilson to throw on third down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
32-yard line.
On second down now, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It's caught. Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Browns are pouring it on. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. They're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
7-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. That'll be complete to Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Pass complete to Jared Cook. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
45-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Cleveland.
Taylor Gabriel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. The give is to Bell. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for New York. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Martina Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Check. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer.
Now it's the backup Greer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Cousins now. Fighting to stay upright. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Le'Veon Bell.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now the 3rd-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Cousins. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. They'll run him with Bell. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
3-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Cleveland.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. How about Patrick Chung from the safety spot? Always a big hitter. He gets in there to make the play.
Today's final score, Browns 38, Jets nothing.